Welcome to the Roaming Mustangs. We're all about life and sharing it with you. Roll titles. Well, the queer side. I think it's the queer side. So today's video, we're doing a difference between the UK and Ireland. It's a little bit tricky because the Northern Ireland is part of the UK, where the Republic of Ireland is its own place. It's been like this since 1922, where there was the Irish Civil War, and the UK government granted Ireland its own parliament and its own thing. But Northern Ireland stayed within the British family. So, yeah. So we'll start with things that are the same, I think, probably is best. So both the UK and Ireland both speak English. I'm guessing you already knew that. Maybe it's a little bit of a different dialect of English, but they both speak English. We also both drive on the left side of the road. Unlike most of the world, the UK and Ireland both drive on the left side of the road. Interesting fact, most of the former British overseas countries, this includes Australia, New Zealand and Hong Kong, and I also believe India also drive on the left. So we're not the only ones, guys, don't worry. Something also the same. Look outside your window if you live in England. The weather. The weather in England is very hit and miss. It's not... Okay, I'm gonna sort of like cheat here because the last couple of days it's been absolutely wonderful. But in general, the weather in England, it's either raining or cloudy or windy or yeah, and it's the same in Ireland because we're both in the same general place in the world, so both have the same weather. Also, we both share a very strong cultural tie. This sort of makes sense because before 1922 Ireland was part of the UK, so of course we're going to have cultural ties. So I'm actually going to put a photo up. I actually went to Ireland a while ago, and I took this photo, and it's the it's the UK crest of arms, and it was on a building in Dublin, so they are very culturally linked. Also, I was looking up, there's a treaty that says people from the UK can go between UK and Ireland. You might be thinking this, yeah, of course, because we were part of the EU, but no. This treaty goes before the EU. It was signed, put into law that people from Ireland and people from the UK could cross each other's borders freely. So, interesting stuff, I guess. And to finish off the same things that UK and Ireland have together are the culture of drinking. Now, of course, we both have different cultures, like drinking as in different laws and things like that, but culturally we are both the same in the way that we drink. I don't personally drink myself, but I know a lot of people like to, so I'll just put that in there. Different things between Ireland and the UK. Firstly, as I've already said, Ireland is its own country. Now, don't get this mixed up between Northern Ireland and Ireland. It's different. Northern Ireland is part of the UK, where Ireland is its own place. But Ireland, as in itself, is its own country. It even has its own laws, its own government. Yeah, so own country. Now, I wasn't lying when I said both countries speak English. They do. But Ireland also speaks Irish as a main language. So they speak English and Irish, of course, because they're from Ireland. So yeah, that's also a difference. They speak Irish, but they also speak English. So if you do actually travel there, you'll be able to get around with English, but Irish is also a main language. It has a higher unemployable rate than the UK. I'm not entirely sure why this is, but yeah, Ireland does have a higher unemployable rate than the UK does. So yeah. Okay, another difference. Ireland or Irish people work longer than British people. I'm not sure why. It might have something to do with the next difference, but I'm not sure. But Irish people work longer hours or longer days than British people do. And this is in typical. I'm not saying this about every Irish person, of course not, but just in typical. The reason Irish people might work longer than UK people is the Irish get paid more than the British people do. So that might be a reason why they work longer hours. They can get even more money than British or UK citizens do in typical. Yay. Okay, here's the one I found very interesting. Irish, if you go to Ireland and live in Ireland, you have 10% more chance of being murdered. Yeah, I didn't just pick this out of nowhere, I actually took these offline, but yeah, Irish people, or if you're in Ireland, you have a 10% more chance of being murdered than if you come to the UK. So I don't know what to make of that, but it's a fact. If you're in Ireland, you have a 10% more chance of being murdered. Brilliant. So, Ireland is in the EU, which means Irish people use the euro, where UK citizens, we use pound sterling as our currency. Interesting that even though that I know we're coming out of the EU, but we opted out on using the EU currency in England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland, but Ireland decided to use the euro. Here's one for you. Ireland is in the EU, where the UK, within I think about 3-4 months, we would have left the EU. So yeah, there's another interesting fact. I don't know how that's going to work with the whole Northern Ireland and Ireland thing, because there's free travel between them. So, but we'll have to wait and see, guys. I'm not a politician, even though maybe I would be better than some people think. But I am not a politician. But yeah, Ireland is in the EU. The UK is coming out of the EU in about 4 months' time. So yeah. For the last one, the UK uses the imperial measurements and things like that, where Ireland uses the metric system, which is probably more well known than the imperial measurement system. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. I want to know what you guys think of this sort of like difference between different countries and things like that and different cultures. So I would love to know your input on if you like this video, would you like more of these types of videos? Also, before we finish, I wanted to show some photos. I went to Ireland once, and I actually went to Dublin, and I have some photos I want to show you of my trip to Ireland. So I'll put them on the screen right now. they were my photos. I had a brilliant time there. I went to the Guinness factory, and I had a full pint of Guinness. It was very difficult to drink. I had to put so much black currant in that thing. It was just, yeah, I think it was more black currant than it was actual Guinness, but it was a very interesting, enjoyable trip. And also, like, the cultural ties between were very, like, you could see like different similar sort of buildings, similar sort of countryside. So that whole thing, it was very interesting, and I would definitely recommend going at some point. And don't worry, I wasn't murdered. I mean, I'm here, so yeah, I'm still alive, which everybody is so happy about. But yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, and just be awesome. Remember to also ring the little bell to be notified when videos do go up. And leave your comments in about the video and tell me if you think it was quite good, or if you'd like me to go back to vlogging, or sort of a mixture of these types of videos. But guys, talk to you there. Bye!